Hello everyone and welcome to the stream today. We got a little bit of Magic Arena going on. It's Friday, so I want to do some FNM. I've already decided I also want to do some Arena Cube Draft. Cube Draft is one of my favorite formats by far. It doesn't show up very often, so whenever it pops up, I'm giving it a chance. Going a few playthroughs. So that is what we were doing today. Gonna get my audio up here a little bit because it doesn't seem to be... OBS is giving me issues today. That's all I'm gonna say. Make sure our audio input is good there. And it should be good there. Okay. Well, no time like the present, so let's get on into it. Cube is usually my favorite way to draft by far. You can just get so much more of a powerful feeling deck. It's so much more fun. So there's nothing quite like drafting a standard core set or something like that and having a deck that just feels terrible. Alrighty. Yeah, it's great seeing these packs pop up. It's just like powerful cards everywhere. Ramp is always traditionally one of the best ways to do well in Cube. There are some real powerful cards here, though. Obliterator, it's going to be hard to cast outside of mono black, but if you can cast it, you're doing real good. Oracle Moldiah is just a really good ramp card. Body double if you're going for the graveyard recursion style deck, which definitely is a thing usually. I'm going to go with the Oracle, though. It's a little bit on the slower end, but I think the value you get out of it's real good. And there's plenty of ramp, plenty of fixing, so if you just go base green into something big, usually you're going to do fairly well. Lotus Cobra is another really good one here. Sarkhan is powerful. It will win you games eventually. Greg Chark's fun. Sahili's fun. Niv Mizzet, if you want to go crazy and just go for that real early, but you have to be real early on that one. I'm just going to pass up on that and take the Cobra. That pack also didn't have a lot of green, so we're going to be sending a signal that green is being taken. But yeah, that's pretty powerful. We can go turn 3 Oracle and then turn 4 hopefully do some crazy things. If we get a good curve. It's a big old if, though. We have to have some payoff cards, too. So, that is for sure. Godpharaoh's Gift is really good. That's a payoff card. Could just take another Lawnmower Elf. Continue down this fun path of ramp, but I think we're going to take this Godpharaoh's just because it's a non-colored answer that just gives us so much value if we get that down. Also, if we can play this like turn 4, turn 5, we're looking pretty good. That does kind of incentivize us to get ETB creatures, but, you know. ETBs on creatures are always good anyway, so extra value. Alrighty. Speaking of ETB creatures, if we wanted to go pretty much mono green and play pretty much all basic lands, this thing just wins us the game. So I think we're actually going to take that. Pretty much just try and play basics, so stick to 2 colors. Red-green is very good for ramp. Very tempting to take the Abrade here. Garrick's Uprising is good if we have enough big creatures for card draw. Elvish Reclaimer is good for doing all sorts of multicolor shenanigans, and then Cultivators is just okay, but I think we're going to take the removal here. Not a whole lot in this pack. Exquisite Blood is kind of a bomb in the right style of deck, pardon me. But yeah, we're definitely not in that style of deck. We could be playing pseudo elves. Ooh, Inscription is real good. Unfortunately, we're not in blue, and it takes 3 blue to have it kicked. Lotus Cobra helps with that. I don't know if it's good enough. Prophetic Prism also helps with that. Reckless Rage is just decent. Don't really want the Blossoming Defense. I think I'm just going to take the Prism. Prism helps us with anything later. Explore is decent for what we're doing. Lotus Field is okay. Sphinx is interesting, but we're not really playing that game, the instant sorcery game. So we're just going to keep going on the ramp. Electro Dominance is fine. Blast Zone is fine. I think the Sky Sovereign, though, is just a big threat. So we're perfectly happy with that. Lavamancer just gets annoying after a while. Becomes a must-answer threat. Frenzy? I think Frenzy could be okay. Chain Whirler's fine. It's a little bit hard for us to cast. Light Up the Stage is not terrible. Yeah, let's take the Light Up the Stage. A little extra card draw. Ooh, Uprising or Reclaimer. I think for the time being, we're going to go with the Reclaimer. We can use this to fix. It can also help us proc the Lotus Cobra and the other landfall triggers. Ooh, speaking of landfall triggers, Morag is real good for that. Nothing else too crazy in this pack. That's the strongest card, I think. If you got multiple lands going, which we do. Yeah, Morag is going to be real good in this deck. So far we got some pretty good top-end stuff here. If we can combine these two, I mean, that's pretty much just game over. Oh, so here's an interesting choice. So we have really good card draw in land drop. Also really good card draw over time. Better in a heavier artifact deck for sure. Or just Kolga, which can take over the game on its own. So that's really hard to say. If I take the Kolga, I'm banking on people not going for triple green spells. Kind of want the Urza also, but the Escape to the Wild is just too good. It does everything we want to do. Okay. I think we're going to take this Embercleave just for the hell of it. I don't want to get blown out by an Embercleave. I know I'm not necessarily going to be playing against the same people in this pod, but one less Embercleave rolling around out there makes me happy. Now, normally I'd really like that Lyra. Lyra's very good, but not for what we're doing. Plain White Celebration's pretty good ramp payoff. Ooh, speaking of ramp payoffs, man, so this pack is real good. Got a Coco in here, which not what we're going for, but that's deck or carding build deck around for sure. Siege Gang is fine. Captivating Crew is fine. These two, though. These two are very good. I love something that just says you can't lose the game. I really have liked playing Ore in the past. In fact, I think I'm going to take it because it's one of my favorite cards to play in a limited environment. You just get to the point where you're drawing lots of cards. I mean, we're only 2 colors, so we're only ever going to be drawing 2 cards, but I think that's fine, honestly. This is also a solid pack. We got Chandra, we got Glorybringer, Wilderness Wreck with Chromatics a little bit kind of funny. I mean, it's not really what we need to be doing. Yeah, so we're just filling out, taking some decent, hasty creatures right now. Nothing wrong with that. Not a ton here. Ronus is fine. I don't really think we're the deck that wants to be playing it, but Insult to Injury is okay. Wish I could play this, but no such luck. Nothing really too crazy here. So I think we're just going to take the mirror for a little bit more ramp. Oh wow, okay. So neither of the triple costed spells came back. Interesting. And let's take a vault. I do believe I'm playing traditional, so I don't mind taking cards as sideboard cards. You have Shira as slow, but it is a threat. Okay, Wilderness Reclamation came back. That means, are we gonna try and do some shenanigans? Man, running across Liliana, like, she is really good in this format. I'm very surprised how good she is. She has screwed up my day a few times. Chandra is okay. Not really what we're doing, though. Stay on that ramp plan. Yeah, about the only thing we're missing is the Lawnmower Elf, which we passed on earlier. But otherwise, we're looking good on the ramp side of things. Elvish Rejuvenator's fine. Thundering Rebuke's probably what we're going to take here. There is definitely an argument for taking the Rada. She can become real big real fast, but the problem is she doesn't have trample. Whereas Thundering, we need a little bit more removal. Because there are definitely some creatures that will just take over on their own. Oh, why are we in not these colors? God, I want to be in these colors. Okay. Oh, Command the Dreadhorde too. Well. Visionary or Archive, that is the question. I think we're going to take the Visionary. Hornet Queen! Hornet Queen's real good. Just Cultivate. Definitely not what we're playing. Hornet Queen is real good with the God Pharaoh's Gift too. Man, yeah. Just good ramp. So now the question is, do we want more ramp? Do we want an Inscription or a Bestiary? The Pokedex is real good. It'll keep us going. Think we want the Pokedex? Mirari's Wake. Ooh, is there a way to play that? Not a good way. We're going to take the Pokedex. Another card that can kind of take over. These are both fine. The Immolating Inferno, we're not going to have a good chance to really cast. Primal Might's decent removal, but straight up Vivian Reed. So, pretty easy choice. Thraggy T. Lithiform Engine, kind of a pet card. It's not usually great, but if you have plenty of mana, it can do some dumb things. So we're going to take it. We'll play it. It's fun. Chandra is back, so we'll gladly take her. May not end up playing her, though. Yeah, we just have all the ramp we could ever want. One might say too much. Probably not going to play the Reclaimer. Probably not going to play the Avia Pishira. On the plus side, a lot of this ramp draws cards. So there's that. Sure, why the hell not? We have ways of making white mana. We actually have quite a few ways of making white mana. Dragon Master's kind of funny because we're going to get to that number of lands pretty quickly. So it's definitely a thought. Take that wilt out. We definitely don't need that yet. Okay, do any of these other cards scream that they need to be played? No, we can always sideboard things in, like the Perilous Vault. Wilderness Wreck, I'm not playing a couple things like the Avia Pishira, so it gets a little bit worse. Prism we can drop. Murray's Wake's just overkill, right? Yeah, I think it's overkill. And then we need to cut one more thing. Maybe the Hedron Archive. Okay, so we have payoffs. We have how many creatures total? 12 creatures. That's not a ton. But they are going to be coming back with Godfarer's Gift. Plain White Celebration's a payoff. Horn of Queen's payoff. Phylath is payoff. Akum is a payoff. Yeah, maybe get rid of the Hedron Archive. Or would I rather have that over the Palladium Mirror? No, I'd rather have the creature. Just run it that way with 16 land. We'll see what happens. Oh, I'm not doing traditional. Okay. I chose the other way around. Oops. I prefer the traditional myself because I like just being able to go into sideboard games. But I had it pre-clicked and didn't look at it beforehand. Is what it is. This hand seems reasonable. Opponent's probably gonna have a removal for the Cobra. But if they don't, I get to light up the stage. Most likely. So I'm perfectly fine with rebuking something and then light up the stage afterward. Brain Maggot. Okay. Just have to take Thundering Rebuke, right? Or are you gonna take the Cobra? Okay. Just gonna take that to make me use that. Okay. That's fine. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Main thing, I don't want him to take this Escape to the Wild because that's going to let us get back into this. Okay, that's not a terrible draw. Just kind of want to slow him down on this. See if he just replays it. Be pretty close to perfect if he did. Okay. And hopefully there's not a... Oh, Thoughtseize. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. It's just about worst case scenario. Whatevs. Yeah, this Sky Sovereign is probably going to take us all the way. Especially if they're just going to keep replaying that. That seems terrible to me. Unless our opponent has something real big, that's pretty much scoop phase. Yeah, Obliterator doesn't matter. I'm going to be forced to deal damage to it, but that's fine. I have plans to sack for days. Man, that would have been so much better if he hadn't Thoughtseized away the End of the Wild. Yeah, Cube Draft just feels so much better. You actually get decks that feel powerful and you want to play with. I know I'm a huge fan of Cube Draft in Paper Magic. I've made multiple cubes myself. And being able to curate and know exactly what goes in there, you can do some real dumb things. One cube that I made that I haven't unleashed on the world yet is I have an uncube, and I keep waiting for the time, but of course pandemic has kind of screwed that one up. Made it, ironically, before the pandemic, just never got a chance to throw it out. Fauna Shaman can be a little bit scary, because there's definitely some combo-tastic things you can do with a card like that. But we're going to be able to kill the Fauna Shaman, so I'm perfectly happy with that. Trying to decide which one of those is worse for him. Oh, Vivian Reed, okay. Yeah, that gets rid of one of them.
See what's left of Scala?
And he's losing the Vivian? Sure.
Feel the wrath of Scala.
Hey, I'll play my own Vivian. So far, I'm actually gonna get a plus.
Come to me.
Sure, we'll take Thragtusk.
I'll be back, just like before.
7 mana, we can copy this trigger on the Thragtusk. Seems fine. Let's see what we get here first, though. Where do we want to copy that? Nah.
Meet my newest friend.
That's not terrible either. I think we're gonna go Palladium and questing. Then next turn we can possibly have 10 mana, so we can hopefully copy this Plain-White Celebration, and then ult the Vivian Raid. We might just ult the Vivian Raid even if we don't copy this. Oh, that makes that a little bit harder. Okay, so I get to do that 4 times. We block there, we have to draw land? Nah.
Ah! Strike me, and you strike nature.
Yeah, this Elder Gargaroth is definitely an issue, but I'll survive. Okay, we found 7, 8, 9, 10. We could still ult the Vivian Reed? Yeah, sure, why not? I think that's worth it. I think it's worth it. So we're going to proliferate. Going to copy it.
You're not walking out of here.
Alright, this is slightly dumb, and I kind of love it. Now he's going to kill the Vivian, but that's fine. Basically, every creature we play from here just gets big and dumb. I should have attacked in. And not that it would have mattered. The Elder Gargaroth would have drawn him a card, so yeah, actually that's bad. It's Thragtusk, though. Yeah. Well. Flying is an issue. Okay.
Not dead yet.
Maybe he'll exert. Either way, we're gaining a lot of life off this Thragtusk, so I'm not too worried. God Pharaohs. Seems decent. Seems decent. Can we survive for a turn? So we have 3, 7, 8, 9. If I had... Oh, no, that's a triggered ability. Only getting the 1 back, though. I think I want Thragtusk and copy. This Glorybringer is a clock, but so is this Thragtusk, so I'm not too worried about it. And we get a Questing Beast. And an Oracle Moldiah, okay. As you can see, just getting the couple triggers from that lithoform engine were pretty big. That card is by far the EDH All-Star out of that set. It does such stupid things. Not the greatest hand in the world, but I think it's fine. We have early deterrent. The main thing is we don't want our opponent to Thoughtseize away, just light up the stage. That could kind of hurt. Or counter. This plain white celebration's not going to do anything anytime soon. It was a lot of fun to copy that last game, though, I will say. Oh hey, you brought my Vivian down to 1? Okay. I'm gonna alter. It's the good times. Oh shoot. That's not good for us. Ooh, that's real scary. That is real scary. Okay. Like, that's one of the things that scares me the most is decks trying to mill. So I'm not even sure what we're going to do against this. You got a Vivian, which is a good way to get rid of that tutelage. We might have to get to this plane-wide celebration and then get the Vivian back. If he allows us to get anywhere near that far. First things first, though. Let's see what this light up the stage gets us. Alright, it got us a big scary thing that we can't cast. That's unfortunate. Alrighty, I'm not liking any of this so far. That does give us a clock. Yeah, I think we're okay just putting a clock on. Because we kind of need it pretty badly. Alright, keep milling those lands and the ramp spells. I'm fine with that. Just don't get rid of my couple answers that I need. God Pharaoh's Gift would be really nice. Because then we could... Yeah, God Pharaoh's Gift would be actually just gas. Okay, I'm fine with that. They're going to be able to create an 8/8 next turn, which is a little bit scary. Thragtusk, get you gone. Questing Beast is not bad. Questing Beast, draw a card, kill a thing. Get in my damage while I can. I think that's how we're doing this. Okay, so there's still God Pharaoh's Gift in here. Got 9 cards. It's like, what, 2 turns at the most? Ooh. You can have that one. Kind of sucks, but... Once they play a creature here, well, I guess they're going to be Abominous Seas. Questing Beast sadly doesn't get through that. Honestly, I don't care about my life. Okay, find that God Pharaohs. Thundering Rebuke. That won't do it. So I can return several things. I can... Proliferating doesn't help. Let me see what we can get back here that'll actually help. So the Morag and a land. Morag and a land and make a couple 2/2s. So now he basically has one turn to mill me out. Unless he has a counterspell for this. Okay. Cool. There's Godfarrow's Gift. Not that really matters too much at this point anyway. Yeah, we're gonna be Morag land, killing a blocker. That's how we get through this. Assuming it doesn't have something crazy here. Assuming he doesn't have some way to make us draw a card. Or make himself draw a card, more to the point. Okay, Cry's fine. Cry doesn't matter because I have a flyer. I don't even end up needing it in the long run. Sure. GG opponent. And with another combat step to boot. Okay, that was a little bit scarier. Early Teferi's Tutelage is terrifying. But we were able to play around it, and we didn't actually end up needing to because he just didn't have flyers. So sometimes the best way to invalidate mill is just go face. This hand is slightly iffy, but we have mana to get to our 3. Don't really want either of these in the opening, but we'll make do. Honor Visionary, assuming it hits, draws us a card, so I'm happy about that. So far in the couple cubes I've done, heavy aggro has not been a thing. Haven't really been playing against a lot of white decks. Our opponent's on the mill. Are they they even do anything here. Bueller. Come on. Come on. And they must have manual stops for just about every part of my turn right now. Please counterspell this? Please waste counter magic on this? See, it's not even worth it. Not even worth wasting it. Wilderness wreck, you don't say. So now I have choices of what I want him to counter. Oh, are you actually... Okay. Interesting. Does this mean there's no actual counterspell in hand, hopefully? So we play this, see it get countered? Or do we go for the escape? He has to counter the escape? Now that Thrix is a little bit of a clock, but I think we'll be fine. We'll survive being beat in the face for a couple turns. Ooh, Sharknado. That's a card that is very good. Huh. This might just be halfway quick if he Sharknadoes us. Oh wow, okay. All the land in the world. Alright, had a feeling that was coming. It's fine, because we're just setting up the God Pharaoh's Gift. We gonna draw new hands? Okay. Okay. It's a thing. I kind of liked my hand. Alright, so that's a little bit terrifying, and my graveyard's gone now. So I'm not sure what to do about that. So Hornet Queen's pretty good. Assuming it doesn't get countered. Should have played one of these. No counterspell, please. Please, no counterspell. Alrighty, that gets us back in this game. Never mind. Nimble Obstructionist was really good right there. Okay, so we just need to survive a turn and then play the God Pharaohs? Hopefully? If all works out. Okay. Well, that's just gonna be us dead. That's unfortunate. Really looking forward to Hornet Queen and copying the ability with the Lithiform engine, but you know. Sometimes you just don't get to have fun things happen. Can't have them all go your way. Was gonna play the Palladium Mirror on 3, but I think we're just going for a Questing Beast. Pressure, pressure, and more pressure. Watch him just like Heartless act. Knew it. That's fine. Gotta get out of his hand eventually anyway. Now, ideally, next turn we're going to get a land so we can land this Chromatic. Give us all the mana in the world. Atris, you can have that one or those ones. That's not a land. That's not a land at all. That puts us only at 6 mana. That's awkward. We can't even cast the Morag. Okay. Oracle it is. And we're not going to draw one next turn? Dang. Well, hopefully we have another one on top underneath that. Going for them value plays. See if he wants the lands again. Nope. Okay. No more value for you. Now we have 13 mana next turn to deal with. Seems decent. Play a Godpharaoh's Gift and a Glorybringer. I think I'm okay with that. Can you... Oh, you're not getting rid of the ship. Okay. Interesting. I think just playing a Glorybringer and the Sky Sovereign and just swinging. We're just gonna play the game of my clock's faster than yours. Overwhelming Splendor. Okay. That's a card. Okay. Well, that's what I get for saying my clock was faster. Now we don't even have enough mana to play the other things. That's real annoying. Watch out for my fearsome 1/1s. They can't even crew a boat. That's what we get for getting cocky. Okay, do we make a lot of 1/1s? That's annoying. That only brings back a 1/1. Loses haste too, I believe. Yeah, no haste. Do we just gain a whole lot of life? Like, I'm honestly not sure what to do here. I am overwhelmed by the splendor. I am humiliated. I know no humility. Bingo bango bongo? Lets us at least semi get out of this. Please don't have a counterspell.
I've lost so much already. I won't lose more.
So yes, throw the shark here. I'm only gonna be taking 4 as a result.
Get that out
That's
of
fine.
here.
Next turn I can Godpharaoh's Gift and get back into this.
I always survive. You'll see.
Or I can Thragtusk, gain life. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Thragtusk, gain life, attack. That puts us outside of lethal. kills off this 2/2. What are you casting? This is Sphinx's Rev? What's going on here? Yeah, okay. Okay. Vaguely annoying, but not the end of the world. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, that is the end of the world. JK. Forgot about that Tutelage there. It didn't come out turn 3, so... Okay, okay. Run across 2 decks suddenly that want to straight up murder us. They don't care about our ramp plan. Yeah, the humility effect on me, the overwhelming splendor, that just shut me down. Very unfortunate. Tis what it is. Just a little bit too greedy. Yeah, that's fine. This is honestly not much better, but I have 3 land as opposed to 2, so we're keeping it. Early bestiary is pretty good for sculpting our draw. Yeah. Light up the stage is always good. Ah, so we're in Token Town here. Really was hoping to draw land there, but that's okay. And Hornet Queen on top. Want to hit that 5th land because the Sky Sovereign needs to take care of this Reese real quick. Can't speak anymore. Woo! Perfect, perfect, perfect. That, and that. And that. After those last 2 games, I'm almost thinking I should have put some of my sideboard stuff into the main board via the Rex Sage and maybe the Wilt. Because that's what has really shut us down. It's been enchantments so far. And we'll keep it. I think we're under enough of a lack of pressure that we can just throw this down. I'm lacking a sweeper in this deck. That would be very nice to have. Stonequell. Huh. Okay. It's an interesting choice. Especially since he tapped out for it. He's going to be able to get one sack off of that, but... He's unfortunately going to be able to get this Woe Strider back pretty easily, which is vaguely annoying. So the two creatures we really need in this next situation, the Phylath or the Hornet Queen, are both on the bottom of the deck, which is vaguely annoying. Our opponent got a very nice synergistic deck. A very synergistic deck. Thraggy T, that's not bad. We have just enough to copy. Sure. Oh, and we screwed up. Oh, no, there we go. Need that trigger. With how wide the board is of the opponent, there's no reason not to do this. We kill the Plague Crafter. He gets a sack and a scry regardless. Opponent's probably going to play out the Woe Strider again next turn. Ouch, now that... Okay, it's... enters the battlefield. I was thinking it was worse, but still he's going to get a lot of triggers off the, Okay. It's not looking great. On the plus side, though, he can't block. I'm going to be able to kill that. Gonna get a cast of a light up the stage. So this isn't as bad as it seems. No, we don't want a crew. Yeah, I think it's worth copying. Okay. That's not terrible. That is not terrible. Thundering Rebuke while we can. Sadly, it doesn't RFG. Next turn, get this Ore down. I don't see why not. He has to stop the Skyship at some point. That is the problem. My opponent has not shown any ability to stop the Skyship yet. And it's 2-turn clock. Micaeus is definitely not going to do it. Okay. Seems decent. Micaeus will have to block this questing beast. Oh, yeah, okay. Play this copied next turn? Heck yeah. And actually, the Micaeus won't get a chance to block the questing beast because it's going to be dead. Cool. We got there. Lithiform engine is so good. The swing of being able to pay 2 extra to get 10 life instead of 5. It's just huge. I mean, heck, next turn I could have copied the Plane-Wide Celebration. Gotten so much life. Extra 32 life would have put that way out of reach. Way out of reach. Probably actually only would have been 24 life and then getting 2 permanents, which also would have been just crazy. Hand's not great, but we get to explore, so it'll hopefully set us up if we draw other cards beyond. If we draw some non-lands, we're good. Yeah. Card that's surprisingly relevant against us because of the God Pharaohs and Plane-Wide Celebration. Well, good thing I'm casting creature spells. Thalia does not bother me in the slightest. Now I'm perfectly happy just drawing land for a little while. So if I just draw land, I can play this Lithiform engine and then copy the landfall trigger. Seems decent. That's good on the first striker. But he's attacking. Okay. Cool. Oh, that's not land at all. Well. Time to get frisky. Do we set up for next turn? Yeah, I think we set up for next turn. Our opponent is being aggressive. Okay. Resplendent Angel's pretty darn good. Ooh, do we kill the Thalia? And copy it? Seems decent. He does have that up, so we have to target that, and then go the other way. Yeah, that's fine. So he's gonna save the Thalia, but he'll be losing this Resplendent Agent and the All Seed. He'll probably lose the Mentor of the Meek this turn also. So I'm going to attack in with these things, and he can't really afford to take the damage. He doesn't know if I have a land in hand or not. Lithoform Engine, definitely being the MVP. What are you saving? Oh, he saved that instead of the Thalia. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's see if he blocks one of these then. I think he'd block with the Mentor. Pretty much has to block the Morag. He has to block at least one of them. So he's losing the Resplendent Angel anyway. I would have kept the Thalia. Yeah, so I'll keep the Resplendent because of the... Oh. That's vaguely annoying. Okay. Kept to be's the pro-red there, but that's fine. Alright, opponent, what you doing here? Thinking about putting the Maul on the Mentor, maybe? Holding up mana to pump the Resplendent? You don't even have enough mana. Okay. Cool. Casketing away that. Okay. Well. Guess this is what we're doing then. Sadly, we don't get a copy of that ability. We're 1 mana short now because the Paradise Druid's gone. Come on, buddy, you need to block. Of course, when you know the one time I have the Morag is when I'm not drawing the land. There's the land. Problem is he can now kill that. So I think we have to play this and hope he can't draw land. Is our only way out of this? Could give ourselves multiple combat phases. That's not really going to do anything. Unfortunately, they do not have haste. So hopefully he just doesn't draw land, and he can't activate the Resplendent Angel. This one's way too close. Okay, it's a blocker. Oh, and he was one man off from playing that too. Alright, well I think that will do it. So we get to copy that up. Which one do we want to copy? He gets to eat a couple things, but it doesn't really matter. Alrighty, that one was way too close. That was basically whoever top decked better. We just barely got there. Getting close. We got one more loss to make 2 more wins. See how this goes, finish it up, and then switch over to FNM. It's Historic Pauper today. It's the mono green beatdown hand. We just hope to draw land. I think instead of hoping to draw land off the Explorer, we need to guarantee that we can get to something bigger. This, though, and hope to draw land. Okay. Kill this off before it gets any scarier. My opponent just seen GG right away. I don't know if they're actually going to scoop after that. Be a little bit early. Or are they just going to sit here and time out? Snick. So we're definitely playing a thing and then killing that snake right away. Don't want this Paradise Druid to randomly die. Okay. Some decent cards. Glorybringer's probably going to come online here. If that's the case... Gonna hold back. Okay, Nothing to get back yet. We can just make a whole lot of tutus. That does not seem great. So I think we're just going to continue to develop. He doesn't have the mana for... Okay. That makes me happy. He doesn't have the mana up for a Sell the Wreckage. So I'm not worried about that. Does he have a fog effect? What's going on here? Alright, last one. This all or nothing. Either we win or we lose. Either way, we've already plussed on this draft. That's all that really matters. On the quest to go infinite. Opponent goes first. I can't cast anything till 5. Yeah, I think I'm getting rid of that. Yeah, I think this hand's fine. We got some ramp into a big boat. As long as we can get that big boat off. That's mainly what matters. Oh. Oh. Oh boy. This might not be good in the long run. Okay. It's actually kind of terrifying. As somebody who plays Curious Obsession decks a lot, that kind of scares me. He has the protection up. And that thing is going to get huge. You should put a counter on your bodyguard. You should definitely do that. Well, looks like we're losing this one. Yeah. We have definitely lost. GG, opponent. So there's no coming back from that, not with what we have in hand. Nothing in the yard to God Pharaoh's gift. If we had another mana and, like, say, a Glory Bringer in there, maybe. Yeah, that's fine. We went 6 wins. We went positive. That's all I really care about. Dynavolt Tower. Man, I used to play this card in a blue-red energy deck. That was so much fun. Sideboard in Whirler Virtuosos against the aggro decks. Alright, let's head over to some FNM. A couple decks to play around with here. So I have a mono red aggro, mono white aggro, and an auras deck. I'm going to start off with mono white. See how this goes. These should be fairly fast. So the idea of this deck is devotion out these Daybreak Chimeras. Pretty much what we're going to try and do. So this hand looks pretty good for that. We get to a Cartouche on the Healer's Hawk. And if we draw land, we can go double Chimera next turn. Which is pretty decent. That wasn't a land at all. But it was a scoop. I mean, it was fine. The match lasted all 3 turns. 2 turns. I mean, if your deck can't deal with the 3/3 flyer on turn 3, I don't know what you're doing. I know it's Pauper and all, but there's plenty of removal. This hand is pretty slow, but we're just going to try and Healer Hawk for the win. Man, I shouldn't even count that. It's the problem with these casual queues, is people will just either rage quit right away, or just, if they don't have the hand they want, they will just be gone. It's really, really annoying. What's going on here? Little client glitch. And it's still not as bad as Cyberpunk. And Cyberpunk is fun to play, but it is so glitchy. Yeah, this is fine. Get a Sentry, a Flyer, Law Runes. So we can get up to 8 permanents next turn. Not quite City's Blessing. Close, but not quite. Actually, we will get City's Blessing. What am I talking about? Totally forgot about the 1/1s. So turn 3, 10 permanents. That's not terrible. And now this Law Rune is going to start doing some work. He can start morphing, because that's what he's doing here, or mutating. That's fine. I don't mind him mutating a little bit because things are just gonna get tapped. Pacifisme. That's fine too. Yeah, I'd say my opponent's in trouble. Yep, they've got nothing. They got nothing. Not a pounce. Okay, let's switch it up. Let's go over to auras. Probably do 9 games total. See if we can go 9-0. I mean, heck, if I play them on a white deck, I probably could go 9-0 pretty easily. Well, this seems real slow, but if we were to draw a white mana... Yeah, sure, I'll keep it. So Boggles is not anywhere near as good in Pauper on Arena. Now, if you're playing actual MTGO, then Boggles is real good in Pauper. So we have blue-white auras here. Doing something very similar to what we're doing. Question is... Oh, no, he's not getting a pacifism. Okay. Just completely expecting him to go get a pacifism. Karametra's Blessing is pretty darn good. In fact, I think I want to hold it up. I could play this, though. We can block. Yeah, I think I need to hold it up for a turn. Just in case he tries to do a pacifism effect, because I think we want to go all in on the Transcendent afterward. Cartouche, yep. That I can always block, and Blessing to kill. Assuming he doesn't have the Blessing, that's part of the problem. Cartouche, yep. Yeah, I think I might block here on the Healer's Hawk. See if he uses a Karametra's Blessing. Yep. Problem is, your creature won't be indestructible. Oh no, it still will be. I lied. I screwed up. Eh, whatever. Really wish I had more white mana. That's what we were hoping didn't happen. Okay. This is officially looking pretty bad. Give something flying. Can at least block now. Ancestral Mask, you cost too much. Actually, no, you cost 1 less. Blessing, though? Yeah, I think that's fine. It's a decent blocker. Heliod's Pilgrim is really one of the best decks or cards in the Aura decks. Having a tutor this good in Pauper is kind of crazy. Tapping things, that's not nice. And right on queue. Pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't really matter because we're dead. If he attacks with something, I'm not dead. If he attacks with the other Heliod Pilgrim, because I get a gain of life. And he's not doing it, so we are just dead. GG. I do feel like the blue-white version has a lot more card draw, which is real nice. Green does give us access to Ancestral Mask, though. That's kind of the big one. Lets things get real pumped up. Alright, no creatures. Still no creatures, but I don't think we can afford to mull twice. Well, yet again, the quick scoop, very annoying. Probably not the right choice. Right choice is probably go with the Transcendent, but we'll see if we get punished or not. If we don't, then we can start gaining some life. Nope. Knew it. I knew it. We were gonna get punished. Oh, that's not green mana at all. Okay, Spellgorger gives us a turn. Oh, that was not what we wanted. We need land real bad. There we go. Okay, so... So that sets us up a little bit more for next turn because we can Heliod's Pilgrim into a pacifism if we need to. Or we can play this Jungaborn and throw a... crash through. Okay. Just gonna get this Spellgorger real big. Or we can go desperately search for an Ancestral Mask. Might be what we have to do, and just block for a while. Can't actually cast that this turn. Sentinel's Eyes, we could cast this turn. Spellgorger's gonna get too big. Warbriar already can't kill it. Yep, that'll do it. Good game, opponent. So Auras definitely needs a little bit of retooling. Then I want to fix the mana base. The mana base is not playing nice. True, 3 games, that's kind of a small sample size, but I get impatient with decks pretty fast. No 1-drop, but otherwise it's okay. All in all, curving out pretty well here. Ah, okay. Interesting. Do that and then attack in. Oh, no blocks. Okay. Depending on how he blocks, he might just die this turn. And yes, he will just die this turn. Cool. Alright, we got 2 more games here. 2 more games with Mono Red, and then we're going to call it good for the day. Need to end a little bit early because the Pac-12 Championship game is on tonight between Oregon Ducks and USC. Go Ducks! Hell yeah. We'll see how porous that Trojan defense is this time around. Last year was just a slaughter by the Ducks. This Ducks team is not nearly as good, I will say. But they have been playing down to opponents, but they've also played up to opponents. I mean, it's a weird shortened year, so who knows? Oh, the irony of it just being all this deck all the time now. Yeah, I think I kill that. Seems like as good a target as any. Don't want my opponent being on actual good mana and being able to do the thing. Make it look good for once. As opposed to me making it look horrible. Ancestral Mask is going to get ugly. Hopefully he'll spend this whole turn playing it, and then I'm going to Hearthfire. Ooh, Ancestral Mask is going to keep that alive, though. That's unfortunate. So I think we're just saying damage race because this thing's going to be pretty much unkillable. Which is very unfortunate. And I really just need to draw another mana at this point. Oh, yeah. Okay. We are very dead. Very, very dead. Well, now you've seen what the deck looks like when it actually goes off. Alright, let's end this thing with a win. Definitely better to go out on top than losing. Not nearly as fun. Alrighty. Yeah, this hand seems fine. Yet again, need a third land, but we have a curve 1 to 2 into a possible 3. Haven't really had time to play these Sky Clavers. Let's watch this be auras again, or just mono white. problem with doing anything outside of mono white is, or out of aggro decks, is you just don't have good sweepers. So control decks don't have their traditional tools available. The life gain is real, man. The life gain is real. Yeah, let's force him to block this thing. Nope, just taking a third of your life. Okay. That works with me. Should have seen that coming. GG. Well, definitely not how we wanted to draw things up there, ending on that kind of losing streak, but is what it is. 'Tis what it is. Well, that is going to be it today. Thanks for joining us, as per the usual. My name is Brian. I go by MTG over on Twitch, over on YouTube. You can find the VODs always put up next day, usually in the morning on YouTube. And you can find me, MinTG2020, on Twitter also. Just want to do a quick shout out to a little place called Epic Gaming, located in Portland, Oregon. Just south of the main city is a wonderful card shop. Sells all of your TCG singles and sealed needs. Got Final Fantasy TCG, we have Yu-Gi-Oh!, we have Magic, we have Pokemon. There are, of course, board games up for sale and other various sundries at epicgamingpdx.com is where you can find that. Otherwise, yeah, that is going to do it for me today. Have a good weekend, everyone, and I will see you back with more Cyberpunk come Monday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a good one, all.